The third way is where you're not artificially filling it up with nutrients. You basically create another system that stacks next to the vertical farm. This method is called aquaponics, and you basically use fish for that. So imagine having a vertical farm right next to the fish pond or a huge pool that you create for it. You put in a school of fish inside, and they live in their own ecosystem. But through living and consuming algae and everything from the water, they create waste. So this system uses the waste that the fish create to supply the plants with nutrients, because they basically eat that, right?
Yeah.
And when you put all of that water through all of these plants, the plants basically filter the water so it becomes clean at the end of that process. And what you get at the end is clean water that you again circle back to the fish. So fish get clean water, plants get dirty water from the fish that's full with nutrients that they eat and absorb. Plants filter out the water and cycle it back to the fish. So the basically thing that you have to add here is fish food for the fish. Some people also like try to do that by introducing like two types of fish, one eating the other, but then you need huge pools and stuff like that. So most people feed the fish that they have inside. And you would think that that's something that the biggest farm companies use. That's actually the ones that the smallest ones use the most. And I've seen a lot of videos where people would create like a small 2x2 pool in their house with like 20 fish inside, and create a small vertical farm in their house that uses aquaponics as the source of nutrients for their plants, which is amazing.
Sorry, are the fish in this case, are they decorative? Are they pets, or are they used for eating?
Edible. So you get fish as a source of protein, and you basically just don't want to overfish them, so if you would take all of them, you would have to resupply them with the fish,
of course.
But basically what people do is once a week they take one fish out. Depends on how long the breeding process for the fish is and how their life cycle works, but basically on a regular basis you get fish out. That way you keep the pool empty enough so that fish have enough food to eat for themselves, and you get a fresh fish basically from your home. It's possible. I've seen amazing videos how people just build it for themselves, and it doesn't look too big, so it doesn't have to be like a swimming pool that's the size of someone's living room. It can be literally like a huge bucket, and that's enough nutrients for a bunch of plants. Like you could probably fill up your garage with vertical farming plants, and from a bucket of fish you would get enough nutrients to provide for all of these plants. You just have to solve the lighting problem, which is basically installing LED lamps and install pumps that would pump the water. And that's basically it. Once you have the system closed, it basically loops. You just have to figure out the research at what time the water gets swapped into which part of the cycle. That's the only thing, but that's pretty easy to figure out. And we have scientists today, and farmers who have done it for thousands of years. So that's the easy part. But I think it's a really cool way how to create like a biosphere and a system in itself of one biosphere feeding the other. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.